What's up guys, welcome back to the 1983 Yamaha XJ650 Turbo Restoration. In this video we're going to be tackling the infamous turbo oil leak. A lot of people have this problem. It looks like it's coming out of the turbo. It's a common occurrence. Mounting another check valve in the return line. That is what I'm going to be showing you how to do in this video today. So let's get into it. Also, this oil leak has gotten a lot worse, as you can see. So I'm just going to go ahead and drain out the remaining oil from this engine, and we'll have to fix the leak. Then once it's all fixed, we'll refill the oil with new and a new filter and everything. There we go. Good news is I didn't see any metal shavings shimmer in it, so that's good. Next up, we're gonna get a new oil filter in this guy. Not super necessary because this one was just put in like maybe a couple 100 miles ago, but it is pretty black actually, so maybe it is necessary. So you just pop the spring and it goes with the lettering out. That nice. O-ring's already nice and oily. You can just pop it back in. As easy as that. You can get the oil drain bolt back in next. Okay, nice and tight. I just have one more thing to do before we can fill the bike up with oil, and that is to try and fix the oil leak at the turbo. I think what's causing it is this is an oil return line that scavenges oil from the turbo, goes back to the oil pump, and there's a check valve inside the engine which actually starts to leak over time. It sticks open, allowing oil to always flow to the turbo, even when the bike's not running, which it's not supposed to do, but it's a pretty common problem that these bikes pick up after just a long time of sitting and whatnot. So we pull off this hose here, and what we're gonna do is install an external check valve. I bought a 2-pack of these check valves on Amazon for like 10 bucks, I think. They're rated for super high temperatures and good for oil use. They fit this hose perfectly. So all we've got to do is cut this hose, make it the same length, but with the check valve in line. And we want the arrow pointing towards the engine because that's the way it's supposed to go. Keep oil from getting to the turbo when it's not supposed to. Okay, we've got this hose. Got the check valve. So pretty much what we want to do is cut a couple pieces off right here. And let's try this. We got 2 more clamps. Let's see if it fits. It's not going to fit, so we got to pull these hoses back off. And we're going to have to cut these down about to half what they are right now. I'm gonna first jam some little pieces of paper towel in the end as deep as I can to keep the metal shavings out from inside the check valve. Just aluminum, so it's pretty easy to cut. Now let's see if we can retrieve the paper towel pieces. Oh, beautiful. Give it a quick test. Yep, can blow that way. Can't blow that way. Check valve works. Get the hoses back on there. Since that's such a short clamp area, I really want to make sure it gets tightened down good. So I'm going to use a couple hose clamps there. There we go. It's nice and tight. Still going to use these band clamps for the rest of it because they work. Let's get this back on the bike. Should fit now. Alright, here we go. Arrow facing that way. Yep. Definitely pretty tricky to get it on there. We got to pull this end back off and get it on the bike side first. There, that way we can just slide it all the way on there if we want. There we go. There we go. Clamps on. And just tighten up the hose clamp. And there we go. Hopefully that actually fixes the leak I've been having. Okay. So we filled up with oil, 2,500 milliliters, 3,800 milliliters here. So we'll use definitely over half of it. It's about halfway up the sight glass. Let's give her a little more. Oil level's perfect, right to the top of the full line on the sight glass. Nice. It's 2 days later after fixing the oil leak, and first day, this much oil leaked out. Second day, this much oil leaked out. I moved this to be able to tell, and I found out where it was coming from. To the right of the oil drain bolt here, I think is the oil level sensor. This is the sensor that tells the display to light up the oil pressure light once the level gets too low there for that sensor. I think that's what it is. Anyways, the two bolts holding that sensor to the oil pan were pretty dang loose, and you can see it's all dirty and oily under it. Oil was kind of slowly seeping out onto the exhaust there and subsequently onto the ground. But the good news is that we don't have any oil leaking out of the turbo anymore since I installed the check valve, so that's good. And I've tightened up these two bolts on the oil level sensor. They were super loose, so now hopefully we will have no more oil leaks. Fast forward a couple months, and that did fix the problem. There are no more oil leaks, but now we have to start the bike up to see if oil flows to the turbo and the bike runs. It appears that there's no leaks. Let's see if this thing will start up. It's had a long nap, but it's time to wake up. Oh, no way! What? It just started up so freaking easy.